Whatever it pays.
Alright, we're back. I'm gonna get packed up and head out.
Excuse me if I have some place in my mind where I go time to time.
Take the back way in because once again it is the weekend and the main trail is actually pretty crowded. There's no parking over there, so let's see if we can get through over here somewhere. Remember right, there is an opening in the fence somewhere. It's not private property, by the way. This was handed over to the Forest Service years ago after a fire. We'll just go in here. I don't want to go all the way around. If anybody has some music or wouldn't mind me using clips of their music, feel free to send me a comment. Right now I'm on 20 seconds or less clips of music for the copyright fun stuff they have, which, you know, I don't blame them. They want to get paid for their work, so I wouldn't mind mentioning your music and promoting it if you want to send me a note. Probably see that's another hiking mountain biking trail there. Doesn't get used by mountain bikes as much these days. If you have any tips on focus and autofocus, feel free to send them over. I'm learning this camera from scratch here, and there's 100 people with different opinions on how to set the focus and how to operate it. And it has a million features. So I guess it's learned or earned by doing. It's about 50-55 degrees up here. Might sound chilly to a lot of people, but when you're hiking off trail up and down these hills, it's perfect. It's like free air conditioning. Getting back to health a little bit also. With everything going on, a lot of people have been sitting at home. I was doing what you call bored eating and drinking. I basically get tired of watching the news, get tired of the politics, tired of pretty much everything on tech, and I would be eating and drinking too much. So I probably gained 20 pounds in the last year. I was still working out, lifting weights and going for walks, but just wasn't cutting it. So I've had to cut down on the eating, start eating healthy again, and started hiking more, jogging, even running a little bit. So there's just some tips. Get out in nature a little bit more and keep yourself in good shape, man, because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything else. The better you feel, the better you eat, the better things you drink. It totally affects the way you think and feel and operate, and helps with get rid of depression, make you just more on your game and happier. problem with taking the back way in. Just running into obstacles. Like cliffs. When you're operating a camera, you gotta be super careful around cliffs. I know most people are like, nobody's gonna walk off a cliff, but man, it happens more than you'd realize. If you're filming a camera, you're looking at the camera and not the ground. Beautiful spot up here. The light coming through the trees. I'm really surprised more people don't get into hiking, spending time out here. Kind of found a natural, easy way in. Not quite as steep. If anybody wants to leave some comments about where this looks best in the zooming, let me know. I'm definitely not a professional photographer or videographer. I'm actually more into writing and business and things like that. But when I'm not writing or doing business, I'm out here. I actually enjoy being out here more than most other things. You can see there's like a natural bridge, or maybe it was man-made at some point a long time ago. Following an old creek down here. I don't think that's what I want to do, because it's going to get really thick. So I'm going to try to get around it. If anybody wants to post comments on what they think the A stands for, an A hiker, go right ahead. I'm curious. Try to keep it friendly. I am on an animal trail here. Pretty obvious. Probably deer. I was up here the other night without my camera, and there was some critter playing games with me. I would take a step in the leaves and it would crunch, and I'd stop, and then it would take one. And I'd take another, and then it would take one. And I was like, man, I hope that's not a bear, because it was only about 20 feet away. And we kept doing that. I started stomping my feet, and it went totally still, and I wandered off. Probably a raccoon can make a lot of noise moving in these leaves. Sound bigger than you are. I don't know if any of you think this is crazy, backwoods hiking like this, but I've been doing it my whole life. It feels totally normal. When I was younger, I didn't even carry any protection. Now I carry pepper spray or other effective means to protect myself. So just keep in mind the territory, because I stumbled on a video last night of a guy being stalked for 4 minutes by a mountain lion on film, and you could tell the mountain lion was totally testing him to see if he was prey that it could attack and eat and get away without much of a fight back. So I mean, you got to really know what you're doing. Be careful. I mean, that's still 1 in a million, but it can't hurt to have some pepper spray or a big staff or something with you. And remember to be make yourself big, put your arms up, step forward, don't step back, don't freeze. If you freeze, you look just like prey. If you walk away real quick or back off real quick, you look just like prey. The best thing to do is stand your ground, maybe even step forward, make a lot of loud, scary noise. You want to convince that bear that you're, or whatever it is you encounter, that you're a Sasquatch and you mean business. You'll take it out. Most of the time, if you jump up and down, make some noise, they will spook and they'll run off or back off. You freeze and then run, they're going to think you're dinner. If you got pepper spray, long range shot, 15-20 feet out, they'll come into that cloud and they won't be able to see you. You can step to the side and they're going to be dealing with their own problems. They won't be able to deal with you. You know, check your local laws and all that stuff. What's legal, what's not. Comes to self-defense, America got that right in law, so make your best decision as to how to protect yourself. Alright, this back way in is taking longer than I thought, so I'll be back with you in a few.